mullet, bro? A mullet? Come on, man. Y'all would never have thought y'all would see Wavy Kid Kev doing a mullet, bro. So I'm gonna try my hardest to explain what I did in this haircut. Okay, so first things first, my client told me he wanted it a lot shorter than what it was, and he also told me that he wanted the back to match the top length. Okay, so I was kind of confused at that, but I'm gonna just explain to y'all what I did. So what I first did was make my first guideline down the middle of his head and separated the two sides, and I'm just establishing the length that I wanted at right now. After I do that, I then comb over that first middle guideline to the side, and you guys can see it's over to one side. And now I'm going to take sections, and as you can see, the closer to my knuckles are the guideline, and the rest of the hair that's longer is what I'm going to cut to match. I feel like I'm getting a lot better with shear work, especially because I want to say like a year ago, I didn't even know what to do with shears. Okay, so definitely feel like I'm getting better, and a lot of my OG subscribers already know. Okay, so right here, because he wanted the sides, the top and the sides in the back to match, what I'm doing, I'm bringing that second guideline that I made over to the side, and I'm trying to flare it out at the top so it's a little bit longer and shorter at the bottom. That way when I do the taper, it's gonna blend in without me having to do any extra fade work at the top of it. So now I'm taking that middle guideline over to the other side, and I'm gonna trace that guideline over. Now the middle guideline is gonna be where my fingernails are, and the hair that I have to cut off is closer to my knuckles. So if you guys, it's basically just like a fade, man. You basically just set your guideline and then you follow it around the head. It's just like a fade, just using shears and using the hair. Once you get into the rhythm of doing shear work, it gets easier. Trust me, I know this is not something that I've been doing for a super long time, but I've gotten better at it. So again, with the sides, I'm leaving it shorter towards the taper area and longer at the top. And now I'm basically just going to take that length and take it to the back of the head, because he wants it to be even, but he still wants the mullet look. Okay, so the right side and the left side of the back of his head, I pretty much gradually made it longer towards the back. So I'm still following that guideline from the front all the way to the back of his head. I'm just making it a little bit longer so you can still have the mullet shape. I know a lot of you guys are probably looking at my shear work like, bro, Kev is doing horrible. But listen, hear me out. Listen, the cut still came out fire. I think the cut came out fire. I do watch a lot of Sophie Stay Go, her YouTube channel. Very slept on. She has a couple of mullets on her channel. Also Dre Clipperhand, so shout out to them. Those are who I see most of the mullets I've seen on YouTube. So I'm pretty much trying to make his hair a lot shorter like he wants it, but still keeping that mullet shape in the back. And after I style it and comb it and blow dry it, I feel like it came out pretty good. Especially, this is my very first mullet. If you guys don't know, this is my very first mullet. So hey, let me know how it came out for it being my very first mullet. I've never did a mullet before. People do not get these haircuts. Oh yeah, also my client is not from here. He said he's from a small island in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, he said he's from a small island in the Pacific Ocean. So he's not even from here, and he watches my content. So shout out to this client, man. And that actually blew my mind, because he said his sister lived in my city, and he's in town now because he's going to college for basketball. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm actually from a small island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I was like, oh, snap. He did tell me what the island name was, but I just forgot about it. And it's too late to hit him up now and try to see what it is. But shout out to him, man. He said he watches my client, and he didn't know I lived in his city, so he had to come get a cut for the one time. And I told him, I was like, bro, this is my first mullet. Like, you're not nervous at all? He was like, bro, nah, I watch all your stuff, bro. So I appreciate him for trusting me. Right now I'm just combing down one part of the lineup area, and I'm lining it up, but I'm not taking it all the way down, just to add that little bit of texture when it comes to the back of that mullet. And on the side, we're gonna do the same exact step. You guys know my steps already if you've been watching me. If you are new and you never seen my channel before, go to my other videos and tune into those. That way you can catch up and kind of figure out what I do, and also how I cut. Now, he did say he wanted a front lineup, so we're just gonna give him exactly what he asked for. I did lower it to a 2 open. Usually I would do a 1.5, but I did want to leave some bulk. That way it doesn't look like too low in the front, especially because there's already some thin spots. So he did ask me to fix his part, so I'm fixing the part, trying to make it even as possible. And I think that looks pretty good before we cut it down and line it up. And right here I'm using the JV Cuts curling cream. I think it's jvcuts.com. You can get that.